All right, guys, no pun intended, back with another quick and efficient workout to build a wider and thicker back. I always start my pull day by training rear delts because, as I've mentioned before, they're a weak point for me and I'm really trying to bring them up. In fact, my side delts are growing the fastest to the point where I actually stopped training them for a while because they were throwing off my proportions. I want my physique to flow well and look balanced overall. Another approach would be to train front and rear delts more often so that they can catch up to my side delts, but honestly, I'm struggling to make that fit into my current split. Like I said, I want a balanced look, no overly dominant muscle groups. That's why I'm paying so much attention to these small details and really focusing on my lower body too, especially hamstrings and glutes, since objectively I have an upper body dominant physique. So today I did 5 different exercises and a total of 6 sets. I actually trained arms afterward, but I'm not showing that in this video. I had some extra energy and the workout was feeling great, so I just kept going. You know how it is. But later in the day, I had to pay the price. What goes up must come down. I was supposed to train twice today, but since I stayed longer at the gym, I fell behind the schedule and got super tight later on. So I decided to skip the second session. And tomorrow was supposed to be a rest day, but I'll probably still hit the gym for a quick hamstring and ab session. I didn't even cover the first exercise at all. Nothing too crazy though. Just a superset for my rear delts. I did 2 working sets of that. And man, my rear delts were on fire. The burn was real. You know that feeling when you push a set close to failure and you just know you're coming back stronger and bigger next session? In other words, I don't care what anyone says. I freaking love the pump. Then the rest of the workout was all about the back. Cable rows were my choice for today's row exercise. Rows usually help build that back thickness, and obviously my back isn't thick enough yet, and it will probably never be. So I wrote a grow. I love the old school stuff like barbell bent over rows, and I usually go with those. But since I was planning to do RDLs later today, I didn't want to put too much stress on my rectors, my lower back. So cable rows were a good compromise here. I also do chest supported T-bar rows, but in a different session. Those don't really hit the erectors as much anyway. Time to build that back width with a vertical pull exercise. The regular lat pull down with a pronated shoulder width grip gets the job done perfectly fine, but every other session I switch it up and do this variation to hit each side separately. Of course, I track my progress for both versions. I couldn't increase the weight this time, but I managed to get more reps than last session, so that's a win in my book. And I highly recommend using straps or something to help you with your grip on this exercise because you don't want your grip to be the limiting factor. You want to focus completely on your back. And last but not least, one of my all-time favorite back exercises, dumbbell pullovers. You can do this exercise with the rope too, and my gym even has a machine for it. But honestly, the old school dumbbell version is my favorite. I actually do this exercise in 2 different ways. The first one, I feel my lats working a lot more especially during the stretch. That part is crazy, and I really focus on it. The second variation involves a few other muscles. I can feel my chest, that even my triceps working a bit, but they don't get sore or anything, so it doesn't mess with my next training session. But the main reason I do this exercise is for ribcage expansion. I really try to maintain that arch through my whole body while performing it. And I make sure to take a deep breath before going into the eccentric part. That helps target the ribcage even more. The reason I care about that is because I want to improve my vacuum for different poses, like the front double biceps, for example. This exercise is honestly so underrated. You guys should definitely make it a staple in your back training. And that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you think about this pull day, and also tell me what you think about pullovers. Is it something that you're doing right now, or what's been your experience with it?